Nicky Hawkins is outside the London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Quarterfinals, mate. Penalty shootout.
Yeah.
What a game.
Oh, mate, 120 minutes, and then obviously, tell me 5 penalties, obviously you'll see better than that in a long time. No keeper saving any of them, it don't matter what you say.
I'll tell you what, though, and I'm going to say this, right? I thought we ended worse than we started. I thought the players that he put in, I thought Kante was a beast. I thought Traore done really well.
Yeah.
I thought he got it perfectly spot on there. The changes fucked us.
I think he did as well. I think you look at the Brentford team, I think they were gunning for it and obviously going for it a lot more than us.
Strong team, mate. Strong team.
And credit to Nuno, obviously. Do you know what I mean? I said to you, since the Wolves game, when we got slaughtered down now, we've turned a corner. And even in an FA Cup game like that, putting us into a quarter-final, you know, you're looking at last 8 now. And you've got to fancy us against Leeds at home. Away, totally different story. Do you know what I mean? But as well as that, not only that, but to win a game like this, obviously,
it's not only winning it, Marshy, it's the way we won it. We played some fucking good football out there tonight.
I said to you before we come on live, didn't I? I turned around and said that's some of the best football that I've seen, and I think Kante was in the heart of that as well. I was ashamed to see him come off, especially Magassa coming on, who wasn't really at it. If there is a negative to have, obviously, it's probably him. But some of the young lads obviously did okay. You know, obviously I don't think there's ever a time we were backs to the wall. I mean, we let them back in it. I think we were much a better team throughout. I think we deserved to win the game. We were the ones that looked more likely to go through. And then you get 120 minutes for a game of football, and then you've got to obviously step up. And if we can obviously take that into lead, that's going to give us so much of a confidence boost now. It's unbelievable.
And the draw was kind to us today. You know, Leeds are going to feel the same, don't get me wrong, but the draw was kind.
Yeah, of course they will. Listen, they're going to come in their droves, aren't they? 8,000-9,000. They're very well supported as well at home, let alone away. So, listen, we're going to be back to the wall and have our work cut out. No game's easy. But a prestige tournament like the FA Cup, obviously, I've heard a lot of people beforehand saying that they're not too fussed about it. I must admit, I was on the fence about it because we've got a lot of work to do still in the league. But when you play a game like that, and like you said, the way that we went about it, the way that we knuckled down, everyone to a man, and obviously as a group, as a unit. Look at what it meant at the end. Yes, it's only a quarter-final, but for us, we'd have been well out of this competition by now. So
for a miserable fucking year, a trip to Wembley would be somewhere to make it up, wouldn't it?
Listen, 100%. Like I say, we've got a home advantage, obviously, as we say, 60,000 at home. I think, what is it, first weekend of April. We've got a few, obviously, games coming up through that. Prior to that one, if we can prepare well for that as well. They're going to be obviously shattered after that one, rightly so. I think Bowen was excellent. I think for a confidence for him.
Yeah, it's what you need. It's what you need.
I think confidence for him as an individual. I think he hadn't scored.
Pablo returning as well.
Pablo was brilliant, and you know what you get with him. And as much as what you do when you're in possession of the football, it's what you do when you're out of possession of the ball. And we covered the ground. We covered every blade of grass. I think everyone. So everyone, you know, I don't think during the game we weren't so much winning our individual battles some of the time, but we made up for it in other areas, and that was the exceptional thing that we did well. And I think, as I say, credit to the players, credit to Nuno, and listen, we're gonna have tough games coming up. We know what we've got to do in the league. We're backs to the wall there, but as we said beforehand, you know, like you show that confidence level, you show that togetherness, you show that unity. They weren't going to lose that game tonight, and if that's a confidence boost that they're showing, that's going to give them a massive boost. And listen, without sounding biased, we deserve to be in the hat for that game. And we come into the ground, obviously see it on the screens coming up. Obviously, I was walking up the stairs, went to walk up and hear some shouts. Totally forgot it was obviously before the game, let alone after. Obviously, it's a bit late to be doing a draw now, but I think we knew, and maybe the boys knew, obviously before the game who we're drawn. And as you said, it was kind to us, and it's sort of about time, because we normally see the Arsenals and Chelseas, and we're seeing that again today. And like you said, who's to say 20 years on, Liverpool West Ham final? So you never know. But obviously, work to do in the meantime. Enjoy this one tonight. We deserved that. A miserable season so far, but a trip to Wembley in a couple of games' time will cap off maybe a more positive one.
Brilliant. Thank you.